1 2 1 2 1 2. That's right, that's right. Happy MLK Day. This is Evan Mozart on the Afro Vibes Radio. I'm on the Tea Club today. That's right. I got beautiful people in the building. Want to first of all wish everyone a happy MLK Day. That's right. Hello world. Hello everyone out there. That's right. Happy MLK. That's right. Support your black leaders. Support your black power people. Right? What we support? Support everything black. Black-owned businesses. Black-owned churches. Black-owned chicken shops too. That's right, that's right. And support Anthony Rejiv. Anthony, we'll put on your headphones, Daddy.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Afro Vibes Radio. Shout out to our sponsors, the Tea Club and also DQ Hookah. I'm here with the world famous DJ Omu. That's right. Big female DJ, rocking it, doing it. That's right. Back from Sierra Leone. Happy New Year, DJ Omu.
Same to you. Merry Christmas.
Ski, ski. DQ Hookah's in the building. How you doing, Marquise?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, it's good, yeah.
That's right. Your dreadlocks looking sexy too.
I appreciate it, man.
That's right. You want to give me some of that hair?
Yeah.
Soleil, that's your hair too, right?
Yeah, man. It's all mine.
Shout out to Soleil. That's right. Another big artist in Houston. That's right. Just released a brand new EP. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's Soleil. That's right. How you doing today, Soleil?
Amazing. This 2020 year has been. It started off great. It's already been great.
Sure.
It's great.
Well, it's gonna be a great show because the main man. That's right. Saxophonist. Man, always looking dapper.
Yeah.
He goes by the name of Anthony Rejiv.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Welcome to the Tea Club today. So, how are you?
Thank you for having me, man. I'm great.
Absolutely. That's right. When we see talented people, we definitely want them on Afro Vibes. We definitely have to bring you on the show. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for coming to the show. You look great, by the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's
my
your own design.
dragonfly, kind of like my dragonfly coat. People say it means good luck or something like that. So.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I like it. You know, you're a fly dragon.
Did you dress yourself? You dressed yourself?
I do. I love to dress, you know. Something.
Yeah, he's always looking dapper. That's right.
Yeah.
And also, Ken the photographer is in the building too. That's right. Ken the man done blown up. Ski. That's right. Gil's in the building now. What's up, Gilla? Hey. That's right. We're here today, Anthony Rejiv. That's right. This man is a brilliant saxophonist. Before we get into it, let's do it like this. I like to swear you in. So, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony, please grab your cup. Make sure you stick a pinky out. That's right. London, stand up. Ski. Houston, stand up. World, stand up. Africa, that's right. Ukraine, I know you're going through your investigations right now. That's right. Donald Trump, you can stand up too. There, Mr. Anthony Rejiv, you ultimate saxophone player. Do you solemnly swear to spill the whole tea and nothing but the tea, so help you tea?
I do.
Ski. Turn it up. We're in the building today. So obviously, you know, I've heard your music. I've heard the way you play the saxophone. It sounds like you went to school for this. It sounds like you're extremely talented at it. And so I just want to find out a little bit more about, like, when did you start? You know, when did you actually grab the saxophone?
Man, this is back in 2005.
This is like 15 years ago.
Yeah, just 15 years ago. You know,
Self-taught?
Yeah, self-taught. Well, I started taking lessons back in 2005 at the University of West Alabama. You know, and then things kind of led from there, man. And you know, I minored in music at Jackson State University. You know, majored in business, but I minored in music. But music was always a passion of mine. So I would say I learned how to play the saxophone in church, you know.
In church.
And also playing like with different bands, different blues bands, you know. I remember when I first started trying to play with a band, and it was just veteran saxophone player that used to play with a band. And so we would play from like 12 o'clock midnight till 4 o'clock in the morning every Thursday.
What kind of sax?
Actually tenor and alto sax. But I started on the alto though.
That's next on my list.
Well, this beautiful young lady, why don't you introduce yourself? Welcome to the Tea Club.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Tasia Iman. I see some familiar faces in here. Yeah.
Tasia, what do you do?
What do? I'm a singer-songwriter, you know, just out here
Love it.
being an artist.
You're surrounded by musicians, bruv.
Yeah. I heard you minor in music right now. I'm taking music education and vocal training. So
Awesome.
specializing in voice, doing like the keys, but definitely sax is like, I admire that. That's like next on my list.
Yeah, sax is so sexy.
Yeah.
It's extremely sexy. So you get a lot of, obviously, you know, you get a lot of play because you play the sax.
That breath support, man.
I get a lot of play, but you know I'm engaged, so I try to keep it really focused. You know, I try to be focused, man. Just really focus on the craft, business. I'm a businessman, business first. You know, honestly, and I'm all about building relationships, and also putting out what I feel like God's given to me, just letting the world see it, you know. And so that's my drive, you know. That's my pleasure. That's my drive. Seeing people, putting a smile on people's face. You know?
Well, you sound well spoken, well dressed. You sound like an distinguished gentleman. So I'm sure the ladies could testify to that. So I mean, besides, you say you're obviously a businessman. So what is the Anthony Rejiv brand going into? More entertainment in Houston, or is it more focused on just, are you going to be cutting albums? Or, you know, tell us, I mean, what's the goal? Just, I know you play shows right now. You have your own show. There's a show that's currently coming up Saturday, January 5th. It's called the Jazz in January show. I got some tickets over here. So, audiences, if you want to go, I'm not giving you tickets that you're not going to come. This is a high-end luxury show, right? It's Saturday, January 25th, 6 p.m. to what time?
10 p.m.
To 10 p.m.
And
That's
then
right.
I also have an after party from 12. I mean, from 10 to 12.
From 10 to 12. So it goes on all day, from 6 basically to 12 midnight, right?
Yeah.
It's at 15808 Crystal Terrace Drive, Humble, Texas, and it's called the Balmoral
Lagoon.
Lagoon. That's
Beautiful
right.
man-made lagoon. It's like you're literally inside Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the
So,
Bahamas.
I will be there. I know Soleil is going to be there. A couple of people from Afro Vibes Radio are going to be there. Ken, are you available or what? You be in LA. That's right. We'll be at the Balmoral Lagoon. That's right. That's right. What about you?
Will I
Tasia?
be available?
I'm
Oh,
asking.
most definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
anywhere for jazz, okay?
Yes.
Always.
Okay, that's right.
always.
Well, Shalane to Tasia, she just got some tickets. I'm sorry about that. Welcome to the
I
Tea
wasn't
Club. That's right.
ready.
It gets really loud. You know,
It's real.
so you got some beautiful singers over here. I know. You know, maybe we'll get into it later. You know, you could freestyle on the sax and maybe.
Oh, I love to.
Oh yeah, but let's talk a little bit about, because look, the man's been on a mission. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? Like, where are you from originally?
Originally, Nassau, Bahamas. Was born in Freeport, raised inside Nassau. You know, I got into the music industry, you know, at the age of 20. You know, and so since
At the age
then,
of 20, that's actually late.
yeah, very late. But since then, man, I've had a chance to really connect with some really, really awesome people. You know, I
In
did-
Houston or outside the world?
Yeah, all over.
International.
You know, it's a lot of people that have reached out to me to do international trips. I actually have a promoter inside New Orleans because I used to live inside Baton Rouge for about a year, and I did a lot. I still do a lot of shows in New Orleans. And these guys, you know, they've played all over the world. They travel all over. You know, they've been trying to get me to kind of be the front man of the band. But I'm like, in this season, I don't see me doing that right now. I want to focus on my brand, you know, what I'm trying to build, you know, at this moment. And, you know, if I feel like, if I see that happening inside the foreseeable, you know, say future, yeah, I'll take that opportunity. But right now, I'm just trying to focus on building my brand.
Well, your resume is deep. I'll talk about that. Maybe, Soleil, you got a question for the man?
Yes. So what is your what drives you? What is your inspiration?
You know what? I would say what drives me is my passion for music. You know, I feel like it's a God-given thing. I feel like this is what I was created for. You know, and just really connecting with people. You know, seeing the expression on different people's faces. You know, when they see me play, when they see me perform or sing. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
The
you
feeling
know?
that they get from your expression of
Absolutely.
creativity.
Absolutely. And I feel like all of us, you know, were created with you know, greatness within us, you know, and it's up to all of us to let that thing shine, let people
your
see
light
it,
shine.
you know, in a
Yes.
sense, yeah.
So for you, it's almost like an exchange in a sense. It's not just gratitude for yourself and your skill, but it's the interaction with the crowd that is edifying for you.
Above anything else.
Yeah.
I would say it's like an orgasm, you know, if I could
Yeah.
Shout out to
explain
orgasm.
if I could,
You know that. If you're not having orgasms in 2020, you're doing everything wrong.
it's a seeing pleasure, you know. I'm telling you, just seeing
You have me at
people
orgasms,
and,
bro.
and hearing them.
It's an
feedback
orgasm.
or what have you. I guess.
Shout out to your orgasms. That's right. Orgasms
It's
too.
an orgasm.
Any part of your body that can
Oh,
have an
I guess
orgasm. Shout out to that too.
Whatever
That's
your
right.
quirk is, whatever it is.
So do you do covers or do you have any like original pieces?
I have a lot of original songs that I've written, to be honest, but I've never really released anything yet.
Why
So,
not?
You know, I just feel like it's about timing, you know. So I'm in the process of actually, you know, recording right now. I've run into a lot of different promoters and musicians. I just didn't feel like they interpreted
The quality's
what
not
I wanted
there.
to hear, you
Yeah.
know. They didn't, you know,
not
and
your
so
sound.
exactly. And so right now, you know, it's so cool because the 25th of this month, I'll be, you know, in concert with some phenomenal musicians, some of the best musicians in Houston, you know, will be behind me. You have,
We got some dope musicians right here.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tasia's dope.
absolutely.
Soleil Soleil's
I'm
dope.
just
Yeah.
looking at it. I'm like, wow, I can't wait to, you know.
Oh, she can play. That's why I brought her here, obviously, so you can have, you know, obviously, an instrumentalist. And sorry, by the way, Anthony does sing.
Yeah, I do sing.
Yeah, your voice is solid, bro.
I mean, the voice is an instrument too. So
Yes.
it's just, we're all
Exactly.
instruments. in
Absolutely.
a
That's.
sense.
I like how you said that.
It's the truth.
She's a doctor of music. I see you spitting the science of music. We're all about the music on Afro Vibes Radio.
And knowledge.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I guess, okay, so you started at 20, and that is late, but being that you hopped into the show scene before the music release scene, that's where the pudding is.
It's that
that's
magic
where
of the
everything
sax.
Is. So it's amazing that you're able to be in the shows first and have that option to be like, well, am I ready to release music? Because, you know, people like Cynthia Eriva, like these other people who are in Broadway and things, they don't necessarily think about, oh, I'm going to release music first. So that shows a lot of skill.
Absolutely. You know, and like I said, I've had a chance to play for multiple people. I've had a chance to be on the same stage as Aloe Black. As a matter of fact,
Jill
Aloe
Scott.
Black, you know, I had a discussion with him, and you know, because we acted a movie together, and I was
You're an actor too.
Yes.
So this man's a saxophone player,
Poetry.
a vocalist, and he's also an actor. And he was in a movie with Aloe Black. What was the name of that movie?
Get on up. Get
On
on
Up,
up. It's
yeah.
a movie. Chadwick Boseman, the star of Black Panther, he played the lead role in a movie called. It was about a movie about.
I've seen the movie. It's a dope movie.
Yeah.
I watch all these reenactments of all these
Yeah,
late,
exactly.
big time artists.
Yeah, and he's good at what he does, and it really gave me a chance to connect with a lot of different people. You know, like Tika Sumpters, Jill Scott, Aloe Black, the choreographer for Beyonce. You know, and all
Just
these
drop
other
a
guys.
few names for us. Just
Yeah.
go ahead and name drop first.
Yeah, it's necessary because
Yeah.
you know, it's as a black man who's obviously you know, did you grow up in America?
I did not. I
Yeah.
grew up in the Bahamas from elementary school all the way to high school until I came here for college.
Exactly, and then you now set that path for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I'm sure this is not music is not your full time job, or is it?
Music is my full-time job. I do it so much.
Yay.
You know, I do
That's
a lot of
good.
corporate event, a lot of public events as well. So I
Nice.
do it so much, and I do a lot of traveling as well with it.
Yeah, I had to bring him on. I had to. I've heard the guy play, and ladies and gentlemen are always mesmerized by the time he gets on the sax. And then he also has a voice that like it's amazing that you started at 20 and you're
Yeah.
this good.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to start. You don't have to be a prodigy. You don't have to be a 5-year-old going to music lessons. You can start late. You know, if that is your passion. You know, if that,
Quote late.
yeah, quote
It-
unquote.
it's
late.
your-
It's
you
your
ain't
time.
on nobody's time.
It's your
You know,
time.
you can clearly, if you're just consistent,
Yeah.
and you just
consistency.
hustle, whatever you do, whatever it is.
And
Don't
the
quit.
thing that I also like is that like there's a focus on, I think like a lot of music. I was talking to someone a couple of days ago, and I was talking about how the music that we're listening to, like right now we're listening to all these rappers and all these pop songs, but 20 years ago, like I would have Diana Ross in the station,
Yeah.
and Michael Jackson and Luther Vandross in the station. Like it's a different kind of energy. Like these guys, or you have someone like the late Prince that could play like so many instruments. Is like it's just a different kind of musician, from the 60s, 70s, 80s going into compared to 2020.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So what's your take on the music of nowadays?
To be honest, I think it's a lot of creativity when it comes to the beats and different things like that. But lyrically, it's not the same. I feel like the 90s and 80s were the best era of music, period.
No.
Because a lot of the artists, they just take samples from those eras and those decades and they just remake them. That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people do now, you
Yeah.
know? You even look
So-
at this famous song, country song by Chris Stapleton, what's the name of the song? Tennessee Whiskey.
Mhm.
He took it from Etta James.
Yeah.
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 I'd rather go blind.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, man, you know, yeah. So that's why I feel like it's really not that much creativity per se, you know, in this generation versus older generation.
Well, as far as mainstream,
Yeah,
because
yes,
you know,
yes.
I'm pretty sure you know who like Nubia Garcia is.
Mhm.
The sax, like she's amazing. There are some amazing young musicians out here, but that's just not what people are, as a whole in like the
Mainstream.
culture are really trying to hear. But it's there, but you gotta dig for it a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think, you know, like what some of these
Yeah.
artists are missing, some of these great, you know, like someone like, you know, let's say a Masega,
Oh yeah.
you know, like, you know, I think they tend to like connect with like, you know, jazz, like with jazz, and jazz tends to be like labeled to be like something for the older folks, but it's an intelligent form of communication.
Yeah.
It is.
Makes you think.
Yeah, it was my grandmother's birthday yesterday, and we went to a jazz club, and someone was like, "Ain't you kind of old to be in here?" And I'm like, "Look, man, I'm just listening to music."
You know, so I think, you know, like some of these, you know, like some of these strong guitar players and bass players and saxophone, even trumpet, flute players.
Yeah.
I think if they curate their message to focus on the younger crowd, I think they'll pull a lot more people. I think now the music is like, oh, I'm just gonna go to people that listen to jazz. Whereas
Well, you actually have that. You have the guy that did, what's his name, man? He did the song Ta-Da.
yeah, that's Masego.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Masego,
Masego.
FKJ.
And so he's a saxophone player
yeah.
slash singer.
Yeah,
And he does trap, you know,
Yeah.
saxophone.
Yeah, he calls it
Yeah.
trap jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trap jazz. And
Yeah.
so,
Which is genius.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
He got it.
Yeah.
He understood it.
Yeah, but you know, like he created that. Like he knew that.
Absolutely.
That's why he said it's trap jazz. It's for young people. It's not.
But it's still
It's not for
sophisticated.
grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
The
sophisticated.
young and sophisticated.
And
Yeah.
he didn't
Like
create
grown
that.
and sexy.
And it
You have a
needs
lot
to
of
be
people
like
that do
that.
You have a
Yeah.
lot of people that play trap jazz. He just took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I admire you, because you play in places that, I mean, yeah, you'll play at, you know, high-end places that we would expect, you know, like older folk, married couples, 50s, 60s to actually, you know, to come to. But you also play places where you find your 25-year-olds, you know, and it's necessary. That's how I found you, obviously, inside those places. If it was some dinky old, you know, smoky jazz club, I might not be there because like everybody's, you know,
Yeah.
older than me, and I might not be able to get any, you know, I might not be able to catch something. I'm not trying to catch a grandma.
You want a sugar mama?
No, sugar granny. I'm not trying to catch a sugar granny. You know, but you know, definitely the music is important.
Yes.
So I mean, my inspiration for jazz is, you know, I'm Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, you know. So I mean, what's your inspiration?
Man, my biggest inspiration is Kirk Whelan.
Wow.
Kirk Whelan was the reason why I actually started playing the saxophone.
You were
Actually,
like, shh.
he wasn't the reason why I started playing, but he was the reason why I actually pushed so hard, you know, because I would just listen to his songs, you know, and I would mimic them, you know. And also, I'll always tell everybody else, you know, I'm a vocalist first before a saxophonist. So, you know, I did all of my, you know, I had to minor in something, so vocal was what I minored in, you know, when it came to a music minor. And I just played saxophone, you know, taught myself. And so it's a lot of people that inspired me, you know, like Michael Jackson, you know, Donnie McClurkin, you know, just different people, you know, Kim, you know, were really some of my inspirations.
Amazing. Oh, well, you got a question for the man?
Yes. So who would you like to work with, like, and who's your goal work to person?
Oh man, definitely Kirk Whelan. I would love
Kirk,
He's a legend right
Kirk
there.
Whelan, you're hearing this
You know?
message right now. Shout out Anthony Rejiv right now. He wants to work with you. Make a man's dream come true. Come on, daddy.
And he's from Houston originally.
H-Town.
So make dreams come true. That's right. We're making a wish.
What would you like to do with him? Like, what would it feel like? What would the feel be, the flow? Like,
Oh,
if he
man.
was here right now.
I would love to create music with him. You know, I have so much songs that I've written that I would love to get out there. You know, he wrote that song for Whitney Houston, the song, and he played in it, the Bodyguard song. You know, and a bunch of
Rest in
other
peace,
songs.
Whitney.
You know, I'm telling you, you know, a bunch of other songs. He's a legend when it comes to playing smooth jazz, per se. You know, just really to be able to work with him, create with him, you know, do songs on tour and travel with him. You know, that'd be
Speak
wonderful,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Play on different
Just have him
stages
take
with
you under
him,
his
right?
wing.
Exactly. Take
Yeah.
me in as a mentee. You
Yeah.
know, I don't mind.
I think we should create a vibe in it for our audience. Because we got two powerful singers right here.
3.
Sorry, it's actually 3. I apologize.
Yeah.
And 2 powerful DJs.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken
Oh, I
can
thought I
sing
was part of
too.
the singers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can sing it. You can
Yeah, I
do,
can sing.
Yeah.
yeah, you can do anything you want
In
to
the
do.
shower, I can sing.
That's the best place.
So what do you think we should do? What should we do for our audience? Like, what are you feeling like?
How about they sing, I play?
That'd be cute.
Okay.
What do you want me to do? Want me to give you a beat or something?
A beat?
Or we should just sing? Like,
Yeah, we don't. I don't think if. Are you gonna play?
Yes.
Yeah, want me to? I can.
Absolutely.
YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. This hasn't been done on radio. I don't think anyone's played sax on radio before.
Yeah.
Hey, Gilla, has anybody played sax on radio? It hasn't been done. First time, Afro Vibes Radio. That's right. Shout out to Not Just Okay. This is the T Club. It's Anthony Rejiv. That's right. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, Anthony
Tasia.
Rejiv in the building.
Yes.
Tasia, okay. Look, Anthony, let's use this mic over here.
See you, man.
Ski ski! This is world premiere, that's right. I got Tasia in the building, and I got Soleil and Anthony Rejiv. That's right, Anthony's gonna bless us with something, and these two ladies are basically gonna take over.
Yes, queen. Come through. Hey.
We're not having any technical difficulties, we're just getting warmed up, that's right.
That's it, man.
This is an unplugged session, that's right. T Club Unplugged with Anthony Rejiv. That's right. Hey. Hookah sponsored by DQ Hookah, that's right. Best tasting hookah in Houston. That's right. Best saxophone player in the world. Anthony Rejiv.
Yeah,
What's your IG?
Anthony Rejiv.
Oh, how do you spell Rajiv?
Rejiv.
Oh, that's it.
DJ, turn me up.
It's lit.
The other side.
Ski ski!
Yeah,
You got to press it in real hard. You got to press it in real hard.
Yeah, you can sit
Okay.
down. Land's like, no, I'm not sitting down.
I'm good. You play.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Let me introduce. All right, this is an unplugged session right here
Yes.
on Afro Vibes Radio on the T Club. Right?
Right.
I have Anthony Rejiv on saxophone and vocals. I have Tasia. What's Tasia Iman on vocals. Soleil on vocals. DJ Omar on camera.
I'm on back up.
Oh, you're on back. That's right. And that's right. DQ Hookah on camera. I'm on the turntables. I'll just do some effects like whatever you are, Daddy.
Yeah. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we
You wanna do Alicia Keys? If I ain't got you?
Oh.
Play whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want.
So
Yes, you better hit that.
That's right.
Yes, beautiful.
How we want to do it, ladies? How can we sing with the sax?
Do your beat. What do you want? What?
What beat can we play with it?
What's your favorite song?
Oh wow.
Anthony Rejiv. What's your favorite
What's y'all
song?
favorite song? Y'all just played out. Y'all sing out play.
Okay, okay, I like. It's like the worst question.
I know, my bad.
Just give us one in it.
I had to throw back on
Just
y'all.
any song, just anything.
Any song that you guys can sing along to, so we can
Just an
get
instrumental.
an instrumental. You want me to
Just
play?
flow, yeah.
Oh, you want me to
Everybody
play
just
an instrumental? Okay, no problem. I'll see what you guys are
do
doing.
something.
Yeah,
Do something. I like it. I like it. Buddha.
No, no, no.
Twist on.
I don't have boot up, so and this is not freestyle. No, we don't. This is unplugged.
I like it.
This is unplugged. That's right. Shout out to all the single ladies out there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got an event coming up too. That's right, singles and mingles. Get ready for it. That's right. If you're single, you're ready to mingle. That's right. This one's for you. Singers in the building today. That's right, Soleil.
You got it bad.
Yeah.
When you wanna hang up again. You got it bad.
Yeah, I don't know the words either, but
What? The voice sounds lovely though. Unplugged right here. That's right. On
I want to join in.
That's right. Take it away. Sexy. That's right. Take it, Soleil. That's right, Anthony Rejiv in the building. Let's go. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the main man. That's right, Anthony Rejiv.
Anthony Rejiv.
That's right, you can blow.
Yeah.
Let's it's like that. Jesus, that's right. You need some water? You need some tea? That's right. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. That's right. Anthony Rejiv in the building. That's right. Tasia in the building. Tasia Iman in the building. And also Soleil. DJ in the building too.
Absolutely, man. That's what we
I was
do.
ready
That's
to
what we
do
do. That's what we do, man.
Jesus Christ.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's go on, listen to it. Quick break. Ladies and That's right, happy MLK Day. That's right, we're on Afro Vibes Radio. Shout out to Not Just Okay and also our sponsors DQ Hookah. That's right, you just heard it. That's right, Unplugged. First time a saxophone been done on radio. It's Anthony Rejiv. That's right, and Tasia, Iman, and also Soleil Soleil. That's right, brilliant stuff by the way. That's right. Tasia, how did you feel about that?
I felt great. It was a very historical moment.
Is something you want to do more? You want?
Cool. I love the sax. The sax is.
Have you ever worked with a saxophone player?
I have a few. I have some things in the works because some of my friends play the sax. But you know.
Go ahead and say it.
For some vocals. I'm
Anthony, you didn't even give us any of your vocals, by the way.
Oh, man. I've been drinking.
No excuses.
No, you've been drinking tea. It's okay. It's all right. Welcome to the tea club.
What y'all want to hear?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
I want to know what turns you on. That's all I got.
Oh, come on. We
That's all I
need
got.
more.
We're getting the ladies anticipating right here.
Me off my feet.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Every time you come around me, I get weak. Love it.
it's sexy.
Nobody ever made me feel this way.
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know, what turns you on. Yeah.
We need that
Shit,
album.
it
And I
sounds
wanna know so I can be all that and more. Yeah. I'd like to know what makes you cry.
It's a love session on the tea club right now.
So I can be the one who always make you smile.
That's right. Make sure you
Yeah.
smile and
That
MLK
was
Day. That's right.
amazing.
Soleil Soleil.
What is that album?
KJ Martin, Anthony Rejiv.
I need that project because between your voice and your saxophone skills,
Appreciate that.
my brother, we need that. We need that. I need to jam that in my car.
Seriously.
I need
So
to jam
more of
that
that.
everywhere.
To the
You're gonna
show.
get it
Yes.
really soon.
Yes.
So you said like, you know, you've been working with a couple of, you know, artists and, you know, you haven't been able to put out, you didn't feel like you had the right collaborations to put out
Yeah.
a solid album or a solid EP or something. So it's 2020, bro. You know, it's like,
absolutely.
you know, it's the year of Wakanda. That's right. Everybody's Black Panthering. That's right. Ski ski. So what you think? Yeah, no, it's the new thing is ski ski. So add that to your vocabulary. Ski ski. You know, so what are you gonna do? When can we expect your own album?
I would say I'm working on an album right now.
Gotcha.
You know, I
Winter,
feel like
spring, summer, fall.
I would say not this year, but I'll say for sure maybe the beginning of next year for sure. You know,
Start
I
off
think I
right.
have some
Yeah.
really great, phenomenal musicians that I work with right now.
Well, you got 1, 2
Yeah,
right here.
and you guys will get a chance to see them. You know, next week. Playing with me in concert.
January 25th.
Yeah.
So who's playing with you on January 25th at the Balmoral Lagoon?
Well, so you get my my good buddy Tommy Hammond is going to be on the keys. Mark is going to be on the drums. Josh Bracey is going to be on the bass. My good buddy Baby D, you know, well-traveled musician is going to be on the lead guitar. Shania Chazelle is going to be on vocals. You know, and Gus Truly is going to be on saxophone.
Hey.
Sounds like it's
It's
about
lit.
to be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
So I got tickets. So anyone who wants to come, that's right. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram. That's right. DM me. Still got tickets. That's right. But we're not giving tickets to people who are not coming. That's right. So you better make sure you're coming. Is there a dress code? Do we need to wear
Yes.
like blazers or
Yes.
ladies need to be like? Can I wear my jeans and stuff for my? I got girls who want to wear jeans. So that obviously there's no twerking happening at to jazz?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Twerk to jazz.
What do you mean?
Twerk to jazz.
I'm just asking.
Twerk to anything.
Just playing devil's advocate, just trying to get
That's the best kind of
jazz. I've never seen that kind of twerk before, but it's a nice
A
one.
classy twerk.
The classy
The
twerk.
best. Yeah,
That's
it's like,
right.
The
That's-
clerk.
We got all forms of
With the
jazz.
glass.
All forms of jazz.
Tribe jazz, you name it.
Are we gonna get
Smooth
like
jazz.
some maybe some like a little Latin jazz?
We might even do some Latin jazz.
Wait,
You
Maybe
know?
some Latin jazz.
Yes.
Fire.
Well, I got tickets up, so I know TJ Mon says she's coming, so here's your ticket, mommy. Ski ski. That's right. Courtesy of Anthony Rejiv. That's right. Thank you for taking care of us. I still got more tickets left, so please hit me up on the DM if you need tickets. That's right, Ken selling out, going to LA. What's in LA, Ken? What's in LA, Ken?
Grammys.
Grammys.
Love to the fam.
Please.
Love to the
The
fam.
man done blown up. Ski. All right. Well, while you're at the Grammys, that's right. Take pictures for us. We'll be over here. That's right. We'll be Anthony.
Yes.
So musically, so the album that you're probably thinking of coming out with next year, like, is it gonna be more matured music? We're gonna have a little bit of hip hop in it, because it sounds like you can go anyway. Because I've heard you play sax to like No Guidance. I've heard you play sax to like Usher, Barry White, Luther Vandross, Whitney too. So what do you think the album will consist of?
It's definitely going to be inspirational and also really sexy. That's more of the crowd that attract to me.
Let's just call it sexy.
Really sexy.
Yeah. Grown and
To
sexy.
be honest. So
No
that's-
kids allowed.
What you doing? No, you cannot have my ticket.
That's, you're going to the Grammys. You're not going to Balmoral. We're going to Balmoral. We're going to Jazz in January.
January 25th, 6 o'clock. Pull up.
That's right. So Soleil, what you got an outfit in mind?
I'm thinking something sparkly because I like glitter.
I like it.
So that's good.
That's great.
That's good. Okay.
What about you, Tasia?
I'm thinking like a sexy chic, some modern
Mm-mm-mm.
neutral colors, Heels
Thank you.
high to the sky.
What about you?
Platforms.
If I were to be able to make it something earth tone,
Mm.
show a little skin.
Yes.
We like that.
Through
Yes.
melanin.
We like the skin.
Like the skin.
Yeah, I'll put on a shirt and some pants. That's all.
Talking button down or like
Oh, button down.
V-neck.
No, button
Gonna
down.
show a little.
Some extra olive oil.
Yeah.
Cocoa butter. I'm done with shea butter this year. I'm going back to my roots. Cocoa butter, what my mom used to put on me.
Yeah.
Cocoa butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the soul.
So what do you think? What do you think about musicians in general, like in Houston, actually, like because I've not met, like, to be honest with you, like I mean, outside of you, CJ on keys.
Oh, he's dope.
Yeah, CJ's dope. And obviously some of the people that obviously play at the Foundation Room with DJ Tay Powers and Keith Jacobs for Living Room.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen too many like live, like young, live, active, vibrant.
Game.
Say again?
I gotta put you on game.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to.
let us know.
And also shout out to the Black Lotus Band as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Black Lotus Band. I've seen that, but it's like you're on a mature level. Like
Yeah,
you like you can play, you can mix music, you can sing very well. So I want to find out, like, is there something that we can do whereby we can create some type of like this type of jazz festival where we can invite a Soleil to just come in and just
Yeah.
play with you, or a TJ Marley just come and just play with you. Like we could just get singers there so that we can bring back some live music into
The young crowd.
into the young crowd instead of it just being, okay, what locations are you on a Monday, from Monday to Sunday? Where can we find you?
So, this Wednesday I'll be at the Martini Bar. Well, not the Martini Bar. The Mona Lisa Bar.
You see
So
all
it's
these
right there
fancy names. The
in
Mona
Hotel
Lisa,
Sorella,
Hotel Soleil. What the hell is
Oh,
that?
that's a big house.
Well, tonight
Big
I'll be
night.
at the tasting room. I'll be at the tasting room inside City Center tonight.
Okay.
Wednesday I'll be at, like I said, the Mona Lisa Bar. They just renamed it, so it's the name of the hotel is the Hotel Moran now. Thursday I'll be at the Domain. Friday I'll be back at the tasting room. Saturday I'll be live in concert.
I'll be there with you, Daddy.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So those are places like. How did you get those gigs? Like, is it just based off of like I saw you on Instagram? I need this guy.
No, it's just really hustling. You know, I believe in
Still
putting
gotta hustle.
I believe in putting my work out there. You know, because reality is I've only been in Houston for about 2 years. You know, so people in Houston don't really know me like that yet. You know, and if they know me, they're just getting to know me. They're just getting familiar with my creativity. You know, and so I had to put in the work. You know, network, build relationships. You know, show up to functions. You know, give out cards. You know, or have a press kit, some type of material that I can show them. And then some things were word of mouth, you know, after a while, after, you know, being doing this so long, you know.
So would you say that the social aspect is really big for the expansion of people knowing about your
Absolutely.
music?
Yeah,
Getting
way
out
better
there.
than social
Closed
media.
mouths do not get fed.
You know, because you
You
got
gotta
a lot
work
of
for
people,
it.
and that's right. Because you have a lot of people on social media be like, oh, I'm gonna come, or like your post, and don't show up.
Yeah, support.
Yes.
Support.
Versus
That's why I'm not giving
building
these
that
tickets unless you
relationship.
promise you're gonna show up.
Yeah.
I need a promise that you're gonna show up. Yeah, I mean these tickets are already gone anyway. I got 2 beautiful people coming already. That's right.
Hey.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So besides the sax, do you play any other instruments?
I play the piano. You know, that's kind of my first instrument.
Wow, you play that too?
Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Your fiance must be really lucky.
I play a mean tambourine too.
Yeah.
Tambourine, sax, piano.
So you sound very busy. So do you have time to practice, or when you're at a show, is that like when you
That's
get
my
it in, or
practice
do
day.
you even after 15 years do you even need to practice anymore?
Yes, practice is definitely necessary
Yeah.
because I have to learn new music
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, and it's easy to get in that mode where you feel like you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to practice. You know,
Mhm.
but you got to definitely
Sure.
because there's always other people that are way
Mhm.
10 times better than you. You know, I know that there are saxophone players that are way better than me. So what I try to do is be the best that I can be.
Yeah.
I try to stay in my lane, you
Yeah.
know, and create my own lane.
Can you say
Yeah.
that again, please?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
please say that again?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are way
Stay in my
better.
lane, minding my own
You know,
business.
at their craft than I am.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's their lane, and I
Yeah.
try to stay in my lane and perfect my lane. You know, because if you're able to perfect your craft in your lane and stay in your lane, it's hard. You create a own lane that nobody else can get into because you're doing your own thing.
Exactly.
You know, and
Yeah.
people look at you and they're like, "Wow, I know that's Anthony Rejiv. He sounds so different. That sound is so distinct." You know, and so that's what I try to do. I don't try to be like anybody else,
That's
or
nice.
try to get on anybody else level. I just try to be the best at, you know what I'm saying? Keep on working on my craft, keep on evolving. I believe in evolution. I believe in evolving. You know, you always want to grow. You don't want to just
Yeah.
stay stagnant or complacent. You know, you want
Mhm.
to always challenge yourself to get better. You know,
Yes,
that's
yes.
what I try to do.
So
Yeah.
So when do you think your trainee period was though? Because I feel like personally me, I'm like in my little cocoon doing
Mhm.
what I need to do and showing out here and there.
Yeah.
When was it the point where you're like, okay, I'm really doing well in my self practice and like I'm fully prepared to just go out there and now I can use my performance time as a sense of like training time and really pick up.
I feel like the best teacher is life experience. You know, you will never really get better unless you actually put yourself out there, you know, and feel all of that energy. You know, I used to be very introverted. I used to be very shy. Like, man, I mean, like at the age of 16, you talking to get on the stage and sing in front
I
of
know,
people.
right?
What? Never. I
Couldn't
couldn't
do it.
imagine that. But one thing led to the next. I had to put myself out there. Yes,
Yeah.
I used to spend 6-8 hours a day on the saxophone like consistently, but also I was so determined. I remember one time, true story. I was I had you know, I was practicing saxophone. I was like, man, I want to play the song by Kirk Whalen, a song called "Fall in Love with Jesus." And so, you know, I was at my church back in Jackson, Mississippi, you know, and I was like, you know, I asked the minister of music if I could play the song. He said, yeah. You know, went up there on stage, played the song, did horrible. I did horrible. You know, but the
Wow.
crazy thing about it, my pastor, walked up to me after service and he said, "That was you on the saxophone?" I said, yeah, that was me. He said, "Stick to singing."
Oh, wow.
Stick to singing. And so, but that was stuff like that gave me the fuel to keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To keep on moving, because you can't listen, you can't worry about what people think, whether they like you or not. You might not be somebody's cup of tea,
Yeah.
but you might be somebody else's cup of tea. You
Yeah.
just got to find your market, people that really like what you do and they respect and they value what you do, you know? And so that's being me,
Yeah.
in a sense, man. Just really, yeah.
That's very inspirational, especially to stay in your lane and value yourself, because a lot of people these days are quick to compare themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that's what social media does. It just shows you a whole bunch of things to compare to a whole bunch of other things.
Absolutely.
So it's great to have those reminders that you're okay, like being yourself and staying in your lane and growing yourself constantly. So that's a beautiful thing. How would you say that what you're working on, your project right now, the growth that you've endured from when you started till now, how is that inspiring you in the creation of this project?
Oh, tremendously. I feel like I've grown so much in the last 2 years back. Because, I was so used to just being somebody else's saxophone player. Like I said, I used to perform, I used to be a saxophone player for this young lady that was signed with SUNY Records. She was a finalist in The Voice, Sarah B. And we travel all over. We travel Martha's Vineyard, Rhode Island, New York, Boston, and she has some hits inside England and stuff like that, the UK. And, and so we would, play all the time, per se.
Together.
And all the time, And I just felt like, man, that was not where I wanted. That was
your lane.
Not
But
your
that was
full
not what I wanted to
potential.
do.
Yeah.
I wanted to, own my own brand, build my own brand, and that's what I decided to do.
Yeah.
I decided to stop taking gigs outside of Houston, believe it or not, as consistent as I used to, and start focusing on building my market here since I was here. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. And I tell you what, that has matured me so much as an artist. So much as an artist, man. Be honest that, I know how to feel the room. I know how to feel the music, in a sense, how to be critical of how I play to the music or how I even sing to the music, how I present the song, And that came with actually putting myself out there and seeing people not clap,
Thank God they're clapping now.
and seeing them cross their eyes, like
You got
what the
people
hell was
singing
that?
along with you.
And then seeing people clapping like, man, that was amazing, and so that's what builds you, and you got to be willing and open enough, to receive all of that, because that's what's gonna mature you as an artist. Anybody,
Get you ready.
any artist out there today, I promise you, that's famous, that's in the limelight, that's well known, they've been through that process. But they just was so determined,
to make it.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
Look, we're really happy that you came through. And we are definitely coming to your show. On Saturday, January 25th, is Jazz in January at the Balmoral Lagoon. It's Anthony Rejiv live with Shania Jazul. Right?
Yes.
6
We will be there. Afro Vibes Radio will be there. We want to thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
You guys
the
are-
MC. You gotta.
I'll be there too, ladies and gentlemen. But we want to thank you for coming, for obviously doing an unplugged session with us, playing sax. Want to thank TJ Mani too, Soleil, DJ Omu. Unfortunately, we got to go, and I know you have a show to do in like a couple of hours. That's right.
Yes, hard
So
working.
we want to make sure that you get there safe. We don't want to mess up your schedule. This is Afro Vibes Radio on the T Club. Anthony Rejiv, thank you so much, sir. You want to say one last word?
Thank you for having me, man. This was such a privilege.
Gee, the man's on fire.
Love it.
The boys done blown up. That's right. Thank you all. That's right. This is Afro Vibes Radio. Happy MLK. That's right. Follow Anthony Rejiv right now on Instagram. That's right. Get some of his music. Follow. That's right. TJ Man and also Soleil. Get their music. Follow DJ Omer. My name's Evan Mozart. This is Afro Vibes Radio. Shout out to Afro Vibes Radio, the T Club, and also Not Just Okay.
Awesome meeting you. Thank you so much.